Hello everyone, welcome back to the back garden. As you can see, we've got this massive digger. It's actually a 5-ton digger. It's the biggest digger we've ever had in the back here. Actually built every jump here with a 3-ton digger, which took a while. I didn't really know this would ever fit, and it kind of did, like just about.
Loads of room, don't know what you're worried about.
And I got excited when it arrived yesterday, as you can see, and I dug this hole in about 15 minutes. So that's kind of a good way to tell what's coming up over the next few days. We're going to rebuild literally everything in this whole garden. You can see I've destroyed that jump behind. It took about 3 scoops. Oh, this one's going to hurt.
Oh! Just like that, the jumps are gone. All the hours we put in.
Which was sad in a way, because it took so long to make, but really cool because it's a fresh beginning. The reason for all of this is that there's a few big trees in the garden, ash trees, which have a disease called ash dieback, and they kind of, branches keep falling down, almost hitting my head, landing on the jumps and stuff, so it's kind of safer if they just come down, and it's better because it stops the spread of the disease as well. So neighbour Carl's come in with all his equipment. He's going to whip down a few of those trees, and that's going to open up a new line so we can dig a few new jumps. Basically the idea, this one behind me is going to be a massive downhill bike step up. So instead of going to like Dark Fest and Freeride Fiesta, things like that, without any practice, this is going to be a big trick jump for the downhill bike. Massive one. That's why I'm digging down this hole as much as I can to get as much dirt as I can. And then I'm going to rebuild the jump line into more of a trailsy line. So we've got a lot of stuff to do over the next few days. Very exciting. We're going to make loads of cool stuff. So yeah, first job. I don't know what the first job is. Let's have a look around. So here's the old run-in to the sort of what we call the big line behind you. For the new line, it's going to be called the trails line, I think, because it's going to be real steep, close to get a dirt jump line. I've always wanted some kind of drop, step down, or maybe even a boner log. So that's going to be here. This is going to be our landing. So we're actually going to start at the same place as the small line, have a little step down here. It's going to come through your feet. And the new first jump, which I'm going to take that dirt for, is going to be a big right hip here. So we're going to start the line with a right hip, and then have 2 sort of trick jumps in a row that go back into the berm and go down into the last jump. So we're going to add 2 features onto this line really, the step down and an extra jump. It's going to be really cool. That over there, I reckon.
It's like being at a fun fair, playing the grabbing game.
It is. We're here on the last jump, the wood chip jump, and these 2 here also have the disease, unfortunately. So whilst we're here, we're going to start here. We're going to start here at the bottom of the garden. We're going to cut all that into wood chip as well, just make the biggest pile of wood chip ever. I might make the landing a little bit wider as well, because then the run out's going to be a little bit wider, and it might actually work better. That's the first job of the day. Right, whilst the boys are tidying up a little bit and making a work area, I'm going to get the ramp out the last jump, then I can drive the big digger down there, and then rebuild that landing, because it's a bit worse for wear, isn't it? And could always do being a bit bigger whilst I'm in there.
First job of the morning, so we go full send in the digger, dropping in.
Quite soft down there, isn't it? Kind of rebuilt that landing back up to its former glory, and some say even a little bit bigger. Smoothed all this out a bit. The big digger is actually a bit too big to be in there. We're going to put the ramp back in, see how it looks, and then yeah, move on. The boys have been chipping up loads of wood chips, so we can rake that all over the landing in a minute too.
Right, attempt 2 at getting the ramp in position.
There. Take 3. It's too high now. We haven't got as much of a step up. The platform I built is higher than the last one, it seems. But it's worth getting right first time, because this is like the best jump ever. So it's got to be good.
And back up she comes.
Oh damn!
How are you looking?
It's 63 degrees. We've made it 3 degrees deep.
Oh, heads up.
Oh, it's all going on, isn't it? I'll tell you, I'm glad I'm not up there. That's well high. Not bad for a first day on the rebuild. So this jump is probably, I think it's about that much shorter now, but it's 3 degrees steeper, which makes a big difference. So it's actually going to be hopefully better for tricks. The landing's a bit taller. I'm quite excited to get started on the new stuff, but to get this even better than ever, kind of it's the main jump, isn't it? So it has to be the best one. And it looks really good, it looks better than ever. Oh yeah. Hello you. Hello doggy. Have you been helping today? Or have you been chasing deer? Oh yeah, you have. And you. Wow, Sies. That was a decent day one on the rebuild, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't part of the plan at all, but looks so good now. That is the best it's ever been by miles.
I can't wait to hit it.
Yes, even Carl said he might have hit it. Well, I guess.
This pudding to dry out.
Yeah, it's very wet down there, but that looks nice. Nice and slick, isn't it? Like clay. Well, that was epic. We got a massive tree down, which is good. Probably the biggest and hardest one, apparently. A couple more big ones over there to really open out what we're going to build here, which is going to happen next time. Well, a lot of stuff's happening, a lot of noise today. That tree, the big tree is almost down. The boys are just clearing up all the brush, wood chipping it onto the landing, so the wood chip pile on the landing is getting pretty big. The landing is getting pretty nice size and shape as well, so we're just finishing off that. The ramp's pretty much in. We've dug it right in. We made a little frame around it as well so that the back doesn't collapse inside the ramp like last time. Yeah, every time we redo stuff we just learn a bit better from the last time, and hopefully it will ride better than ever. The top's so much wider on that last jump, so it's going to be really good now for 720s, 360 tail whips and all sorts of combos. Just crashing in general with all this new wood chip. It's going to be sick, it's looking good.